The concept will be for long run. As I said that when any organization when it starts is business in the society, it has to think that when the organization has to stand not less than 500 years. There is no policy for reporting. If employees are working in the organization, if there is no policy at all reporting what they are doing, that one, it is not good and it is not work at all. If the manager is not proper, if it's not coming on time, and if he's communicating a false information, and if he's doing some involved in the fraudulent activity, definitely the team members also will involve in the fraudulent activities. Warm welcome to first sem B.Ba student. The subject we're discussing management principles and practices. The concept what we're going to discuss here today is ethics, managerial ethics, business ethics, and social responsibility and green management. This is the concept what we're going to discuss in today's session. I'm Professor Rajesh L.R. from Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. The agenda what we have here, as I said, managerial ethics, importance, factors, ethical and unethical. On these two concepts, it may be for 15 marks question. Business social responsibility, 2 marks question. Arguments business, this will be for 10 marks. The question it may be, and this is for 2 marks, and sometimes this may be for 10 marks questions. So go through this session properly, understand and write the concepts easily. First, we have your managerial ethics. Managerial ethics is a set of moral principles or beliefs that affect the behavior of people inside the organization. They are saying that when every behavior of individual makes strength in the organization and how they have to behave and how they have to work in the organizations. So their total behavior will change the entire atmosphere of the organization. For that reason, the behavior and the ethics of a person or the organization should be proper. And it is concerned with doing the right thing for employees. What is the managerial ethics we have here? Giving support to the employees in the form of proper salary, benefit package for employees, and supporting individual employee for growing himself in the organization with showing high performance level and other concepts in the mindsets of the employees. What is the important? Maintains a good image and goodwill. So whatever the manager is going to create, or the top level management creates the way how they support the employees, it creates the image of the top level in such a way that when the employees will never leave the organization, they create, the top level is creating a goodwill in the mindsets of the employees that they are the good supporters for the employees, and we have to work for the organization, and we have to make the organ to stand in the market for long run. This is a concept. It will be there. Better relations will be there if they're giving proper salary, support, motivation, and in all types of communications have been made properly and advised properly, and either in the form of finance or non-financial benefits they are giving. So there will be a proper relation between the top level as well as operation level. Yeah. Next, the concept will be for long run. As I said that when any organization when it starts is business in the society, it has to think that when the organization has to stand not less than 500 years. Whether I am there or not, it has to be there in the society for more than 500 years. So like that, if I have that one, if I want to have that one, I have to support all my individuals as well as either internal process of the organization or external process of the organization. Next, fair competition should be there, less government interference, better working environment, increases productivity and profitability. If there is, the government is involving in the activities of the business, definitely there will be no issues in the business growth. If every step, if the government is involving and making trouble for the organization, measure of the organizations or the society, the business enterprises can think that one not to do business in this type of environment, better to close and have do some other thing which is good for individual growth and not for the society's purpose. So if the government is imposing certain rules and regulations on the business without knowing the concepts of which business is increasing economy of the state or the country, or which business is supporting for the growth of the nation. So without knowing that one, if it is imposing for all types of business the same type of rules and regulations and interfering every uh, level of activities, whatever the business doing in the market here, so then the business feels that one not to do anything in the future which supports the society. Factors that ethical behavior, what we have, it is a family influence. A person who has got birth in a family, the baby is going to observe the ethics of the people surrounding him, how they are moving and how they are behaving, and what are the ethics are there. Those things are followed by that baby, and he grows according to the environment, whatever it is in the family. So it gives effects on the ethical behavior that which is going to have in the individual mindset. And desire to preserve and enhance status, they're saying that when in some of the family they are going to maintain the status, and according to that status the ethics are followed in their family. The same thing observed by a person will be continuing in the same level, and he behaves in the society by maintaining some certain status, and according to the status only he work in the environment. Loyalty, some loyal will be shown concepts by the elders, the same concept will be shown by the individual person here. You work according to the ethics followed by him from the childhood till the till coming to the work environment. The same concept will be allotted even the work area also. Company culture, professional ethics, culture and societal values, media influences and coverages, legal consent and enforcement. So plenty of things are there from the childhood, whatever is observed and whatever he got the information based on that environmental concepts he work in this society. So these are the ethics what we have, ethical behavior of individual, and how it is going to be worked out in the performance of the individual. How unethical behavior, pressure to succeed. See, the concept it is only showing that pressure to succeed, to grow myself or to show some my performance, so I may give some wrong assurance. Like in the sales field, the salesperson may communicate that one in the market, this product is very good and these are the benefits will be given to you, and these are the good concept what you have, you can invest on the products, because he has to get a more commission or he has to do more sales in the market. For that reason, because he'll be having pressure every day, he has to sell 2000 units, means definitely he's going to give a false information in the market. So those things are unethical. And next one, employees are afraid to speak up. So in certain organization, employees will be not given any rights to talk or any rights to communicate about the situation what they are facing. If that is the concept, it is going to give certain issues in the society. Next one, lack of training. If people are getting confused with what is ethical and which is not, when they are not given training and how to behave, the results in unethical behavior. If an employee is employed for the organization, the first training, inductions training has to be given for every employee. Every pin to pin information of the organization and all the rules and regulations are to be communicated for the employee by the organization. Then only you can know that one how to behave in the organization. If they're not given anything, even if they doesn't communicate where the employee has to sit, they'll say that when you have been appointed in the organization, you can go and sit anywhere. Whether he has to sit in the front of the gate, or whether he has to sit next to the security, or whether he has to sit next to the CEO. When they're not communicating properly, you have been appointed, you can go and sit anywhere, means this is the way of communicating, or it is the way of how you're going to treat the employees in the organization. Okay, I've informed in the HR department, go and collect here the further the things, whatever you have to do, go and sit there. Where he has to sit, whom he has to report, and what he has to report, when he has to report, and how many people are there in his team, and how he can behave in the team, whether all the juniors are there or seniors are there, whether it is equivalent age, whether the mindset is going to reach. He has to think in all the ways here, then only can adjust with the concept whatever we have here, or else the organization is not doing a proper concept here. There is no policy for reporting. If employees are working in the organization, if there is no policy at all reporting what they are doing, that one, it is not good and it is not worth at all. Managers setting bad examples. If the manager itself is fraud and criminal, then he will set a bad example to other. If the manager is not proper, if he's not coming on time, and if he's communicating a false information, and if he's doing some involved in the fraudulent activity, definitely the team members also will involve in the fraudulent activities. Unethical behavior can be countered by having clear policy regarding code of conduct. So they have to fix the proper code of conduct for all the employees, explaining their expectations, what they require, and when they require, how much they require, and what of productivity they are looking for, giving proper training at every level for the individual growth of the employee. Business social responsibility. See here, when you're doing some business in the society, it should not harm the society. So like for example, if it is a chemical factory, the chemical waste should not be sent outside the factory, disposing the chemical waste or other thing in the water bodies or in the gutter. So these things is not a proper ethics of the business. Or improving working condition of employees, like that one. See here, when if the working condition of the employees is not proper in the organization, that is not good, and it is not a good ethics here. And donating part of profit to education services is the proper ethics, and it is a duty of all the business to support the poor children and even increasing the education in the society. Business is a part of society. Long-term self-interest of business, moral justification. These are the arguments what we have. Business social responsibilities. One of the main concept here, it got some responsibility toward the society and fulfill the aspiration needs of the society. They're saying that when you're doing some business, the society will have certain needs to the development of the society. When you're doing business and if you get benefit from the society, support to the society also. And it is a interest, self-interest of the business. The business has to take certain interest for the betterment of the society and increase the value of the society, and it has to change the society norms. So then only the society can have a better name in the market. And next, moral justification. Whenever it earns, it has to support the things for all the people who are need, either in terms of financial or non-financial. Creating better public image and avoidance of government regulations, maintenance of society. If the business is doing proper, the government will always support the business and makes the business to support the society. By taking care for the society, the government will avoid certain rules and regulations, support the business to grow, and even it never have impose of certain taxes on the business if it is supporting the society's growth. Next, we have here arguments against that one. Contrary basic function of business, conflict with profit motive. So always there'll be issue in the business that always it wants to increase the profit. To increase the profit, it should not involve in the fraudulent activities or any other activities which may harm the society. So those things should not happen here. And next one, distortion of resource allocation and imposition of business values, inefficiency in the system, operation problems. If there are certain things are there in the operation which is harming the society, because it may be operation problem, means they doesn't know what has to be done and how it has to be done, and they'll be not following the rules and regulations given by the government, and they'll be taken permission for something, and the activities what they'll be performing inside will be totally different, and the organizations are involving in the fraudulent and even other concept where it is going to harm the society in norm of human resources. The thing whatever we have here. Green management. Green business management is an enterprise that has minimum negative impact on the global environment. They are having progressive environment in human right policies. The scope of green business management include green foods, green vehicles, and green appliances, which is going to harm less of the society's environment. So when you're going to follow all the things as per the not harming the society and avoiding such things, then your business is under green management concept here. And everything you're supporting with the support of the nature, and which is not spoiling the nature of the society. If your business activities, whatever you're making here, then definitely such businesses are called green management. And here, assessing current working condition, check that on what type of working conditions are there. For example, in your organization, if they're using the papers more wastage, that making that one, it spoils the outside environment. By using more sheets and other concepts in the organization, which makes the people to cut the trees and have produce the papers. So instead of that one, so we can reduce the papers by communicating through mails and messages, and avoid those wastages by taking printouts and having filing and having storing documents. Whichever is required, do that one. Which is unnecessary, don't do wastage concept here. Setting specific measurable environment goals, thinking twice before you're going to buy. Think twice whatever you're going to buy, whether it is going to spoil the environment, means don't buy such type of products, avoid those things, and think that one, whether it is good for the organization development, and even it is not going to spoil the environment, then it is worth for the organization. Watching the power consumption, check that one, how much power it is going to consume per minute or per second. Based on that, you purchase. If it is going to consume more power, don't purchase those type of products, and don't waste the power which is going to harm the society in the long run. Switch energy supplies, planting trees. So if we don't have the greener environment, so have introduced the green environment with the help of planting trees surrounding the organization, and having the natural environment for the having cool environment for the organization's work area. Making use of technology, reviewing your suppliers, check all the things how they are supplying, and even check that one, what type of technology can be adopted in the organization for the betterment of the society and other part. Thank you to all first sem BBA students. In today's session, we've learned about managerial ethics and business social responsibility and green management. Thank you.